Okay guys, so continue what we talked about. You could also write it like this using your calculator. So 1 over 12p1 times 1 over 11p1 using that graphing calculator again. So down here, combination is a selection of objects in which order is not important. So count the possible combinations of 2 letters chosen from A, B, and C. So you have 3 possible letters and you're choosing 2. And again, you can use your calculator. So 3, math, go to probability, choose 2, which would be 3. So that's your answer. You can also use the formula here. So it's going to be 3 factorial all over 2 factorial times 3 minus 2 factorial. And that would just become 3 factorial over 2 factorial, which would be 3 times 2 factorial over 2 factorial. Those cancel out, and that's why you're just left with 3. But again, you can use your graphing calculator here for permutations, but that would be for combinations and permutations. We can also use the formulas as well. And you can see the only difference between combinations versus permutations is that R factorial. So it's whatever you're picking, that factorial is also on the bottom. So when you order a sandwich at the deli, you choose 2 sides from a list of 8. So it's 8, choose 2. So I go to my graphing calculator, 8, math probability, 3, 2. So it'd be 28. And again, if you want to do it using your formula, it'd be 8 factorial all over 2 factorial times 8 minus 2 factorial. So you'd have 8 factorial all over 2 factorial times 6 factorial. And this would be 8 times 7 times 6 factorial all over 2, because 2 factorial is just 2, because 2 times 1 is 2, times 6 factorial, those cancel, and 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 times 7 is 28. So just another way to do it. How many different combinations of 3 songs from a playlist of 16 songs are possible? Again, 16, choose 3. Use my calculator first, 16, math probability, choose 3, and you get 560. If I wanted to use that formula again, I would use 16 factorial all over 3 factorial times 16 minus 3 factorial, which would be 16 times 15 times 14 times 13 factorial. 3 factorial is equal to 6, because 3 times 2 times 1, times 13 factorial, so those cancel. And you get 16 times 15 times 14 divided by 6. I know I can divide those by 2 to get 8 and 3, just to make it a little bit easier for me. And I can also divide this by 3 and make that 5. So it's 8 times 5 times 14. It goes, those are just tricks on how to make it a little bit easier to multiply, and you can see these are the same answer. On the SAT and on certain assessments in the future, you might not be able to use a graphing calculator or a calculator for these, which is why we have to show you guys the formula. Okay. Wonderful day, guys, and we'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.